Yeah.
All right, great. We're on.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, cool. All right, hello everyone. Shiraz is here for technical support, but won't be joining in today, so it's just me who will be speaking. I just wanted to say, when everyone joins, make sure that if you're typing a message, to make sure that you click all panelists and attendees so everyone can see your message. Also, just want to say that because it is just me today, it's going to be a very quick webinar. So if you do have any questions that you've prepared, could you please type them in now so that when I get to the end of what I talk about, we can just smash it out straight away. So I am going to just bring up my notes, which are coming in a minute. Oh God. And no stress here, super prepared. Sorry, I will be 2 seconds. Say hello to yourselves, between yourselves, until I sort this out. Okay, yeah, it's just loading now. So this webinar, I'm going to talk about some new features on the site, some small new features. Also just some questions and answers around the Bluethumb chat that that have kind of come up from you using it and it being in play for some time now. And then I'm going to talk about the Melbourne gallery opening, which went really well, but we'll get into that in a moment. So I'm not sure if anyone has noticed these small little additions that we've done to the site lately, but there's some great changes. So the first thing that I wanted to say is that we've added a beach seascape collection. So if you're uploading new work, you can select this as an option now. So that's like with the landscape abstracts, people, we now have a seascape collection. So I know people have been dying for that. So very good news. And if you are a beach scene painter, you can now update your old listings to include that category or collection. The other thing I wanted to mention is on new uploads. Oh, I went blank. Did I do something? I'm back. Okay, sorry. That's why I show us technical support. So on new uploads as well, we've added more material surface options. So from the pull down menu, when you're uploading, there's now linen, wood, cardboard, plastic, glass, and metal. So this is also for the photographers because I met someone who was a metalist, I think that's what you call them, and they print on metal. So now that's an option for everyone to enjoy, no matter if you're a painter or a photographer. One of the other cool new features that has been added is we're sending out auto emails now whenever we staff pick an artwork. So to give you, we never actually sent out emails. This started maybe a few weeks ago now. And that's why I think it's been so much on the Facebook page, is because we're actually notifying you when we do select your work as a staff pick. So in the staff picks section, which is actually a pull down tab in the artwork section, that piece will stay in staff picks until you mark it as sold or it sells on Bluethumb. So it's really good visibility. And of course, the newest upload gets that first spot and then it goes down like that. So really great if you've been picked for staff pick and now you know about it, and now you can let other people know about it, like your followers. And then we've also done the same for what we call daily picks. So daily picks are what the 6 tiles you see when you come to the homepage for the first time. If you're on a desktop, that's what we call daily picks, because basically you'll be, if your artwork gets chosen as a daily pick, it will be on the homepage for 12 hours from 9 a.m. till 9 a.m. the next day. So we get to choose, all the team gets to choose a daily pick. We take turns doing it. So there's a great variety of work, and it's also great for you because it means you're on, as soon as people come and land on the page, they can see your work. So what I just wanted to say is if you're on desktop, there are 6 daily pick tiles, and if you're on mobile, there's only 1. So if you're the first pick in that top left-hand corner, that means we think that your work is extra special, and you'll be seen on mobile and desktop. Yeah, so that's what we call daily picks, and we also are now sending out emails to notify you when you have been selected as a daily pick. So great for everyone. Also, I'm not sure, this is more of a buyer's tool, but I'm sure someone's noticed it, searching for their own work. There's a back to search link. So say you are in all art and you're like typing away and choosing, you know, certain sizes and categories that you want to search for, a new search will come up, and then if you click on an artwork, it will take you to that artwork page. And now in the top left corner above that artwork, it says back to search. So we never had that feature before, and it's working really well for buyers from what we can see. And it's also easier for them because then they're able to look at more works as well, and without fear of sort of losing where they are within their own search. So great new feature, very exciting, all those things. So in terms of small features that we've made to the site, there are a few more, and a few more coming still, but those are probably the ones that are most relevant to you and your work, that sort of stuff. I'm umming a lot, sorry about that. Okay, and just on a side note, we know that the artist dashboard isn't running as smoothly as it has in the past at the moment. We're working on it. In terms of it being a priority, it's not at the top because we've just got we've had a few events, obviously last week and this week coming. And we've already started building a few things for the buyers. So there's just going to be a slight delay in getting that resolved, but we know about it and we're working on it. So I just want to make sure everyone's aware of that. Okay, so moving on to questions around the Bluethumb inbox. So this is really just some information that, you know, we've noticed that keep coming up, and we just want to share with you some tips that might help when dealing with the chat, or, you know, when people are commissioning work from you. So the most common sort of inbox request at the moment is framing, which I know in the past few webinars I've been drilling into you, like know your framer, know your sizing, know your prices, etc., etc. Well, this is playing out in Bluethumb chat right now, or Bluethumb inbox. So I think when someone asks you for a framing quote, keep in mind, like, you know, you'll inquire with a framer and you'll find out the pricing, but just keep in mind our commission as well, so that you're not underpricing yourself. So I know it pays to be quick with replying, but just be mindful, you know, whatever price you tell them is the price, that they're not going to pay more than that. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, my best advice is do your research and have this knowledge already on hand. It will save you so much time. And it's becoming very, very common now. People just want to buy things that they can hang on their wall, and it's great that they're communicating that to you, and we're seeing it more and more often. The other thing I want to talk to you about is sometimes people will enter in the chat and try and negotiate a price with you, try to bring you down, like bring the prices down, or blah, 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 blah. Maybe they're buying 2 works and they would like a discount. What we say is don't change your prices online on Bluethumb. So I know that's the quickest way, but it's definitely not the best way, and it can cause more trouble down the track. So say they've negotiated with you, the price is say $760 and they want to buy it for $700. Don't go and change everything so the pricing reflects $700. What you need to do is email us or get in touch with us, and we'll give you a code to give to the buyer so that that there is a $60 discount, which we share with you, by the way. It's the usual split, we share discounts with you. And what that will do is at checkout, they'll enter that code, they'll pay it'll take the $60 off, they'll pay the $700, but when your artwork sells, it will sell for full price. So it'll go through the just sold page as $760, which is what we want. We don't want you having to undervalue your work just to make a quick sale. So email us, let us know if someone's wanting to negotiate pricing or buy more than one work at that time. And the main reason why we ask that, that we want your work to sell for full price towards the market is because if you lower the value of that work, someone might try and commission one, and then you have to explain to them, although this buyer, they wanted it for less, it was sitting in my room for a year, so I gave it to them for this amount less. They're going to expect that price if they want to inquire a commission about that. And I see it all the time. Even old work, people try to commission something that might be 3 years old, and obviously prices have changed in that time. So if that does happen, just be honest with those people and say, look, this was an older piece. I've progressed since then. This is my value now. So definitely don't change prices without contacting us, because we most probably will have a better solution for you that works for you and the buyer. Okay, and now moving on to commissions, which has been going really well. It looks like there's been more commissions than what there were in the past, which is great. So I saw a few conversations, and people were people have sort of been like, oh, why do we get them to buy a voucher, a Bluethumb gift voucher as the commission deposit? And I know that it might not seem streamlined, but trust me, this is 100% for you. Okay, so I don't know if you've ever played around with our checkout cart system or added your works to cart before, but there is a coupon section, and people can enter in coupons or vouchers in this section, but they can only ever enter in one coupon or one voucher, which is why we ask for you to grab a deposit using a voucher. Because if, say, and this has happened before, this is a true story, multiple times, someone had organised a commission with an artist, and without telling us, they also had a coupon, and they tried to enter them both at checkout at the same time, and they couldn't. And so that's why we ask for you to ask the buyers to get a voucher. I think I'm rambling a bit. Because we kind of believe that the main, okay, I'm going to start again. So we're very strict on you getting the price that you wanted for that commission. And the way that we see commissions is that it's already an agreed upon price between you and that buyer. So they shouldn't receive any further discounts, no matter what. So that's why we asked for you to buy a gift voucher, and not for them to transfer the money or to do this or to do that. It means that you're protecting yourself and you're protecting your work when you do that. So I think I rambled a bit, but let me know if that doesn't make sense and I'll give it another go. Also, with commissions, please do not promise that you will replicate one of your previous artworks. I think be very always, no matter how amazing you are, and I know there's a lot of amazing artists out there, please don't say that you can do an exact copy, because this could come back and affect you in the long run. So I think whenever you're talking to someone about commissions, it can get quite repetitive, but just always lay down that this will not be an exact copy. It will be as close to as I can get it, or every painting's different, but that's the best thing about paintings is you never know. Just go about it in a nice way and just lay down the law and just be like, not a copy, but a beautiful original. Lovely. Okay. And a few people have so when commissions have gone through and the clients purchase the voucher, I know a lot of you are like, you know, it's hard for you to know if that confirmation has happened. If you're not sure, when a customer does buy a gift voucher, they're sent a PDF copy, which they can send to you as well. Just don't spend it. So you can ask for that. You can ask for the PDF voucher. Really easy, super simple to send, or a screenshot of it, whatever's easier for you or the client. Or ask us if you have any doubts, if you're not getting good vibes, just ask us and we can check if the voucher has been purchased. I'd say in my time, like they do it. Like once they're kind of committed and they want your artwork, they're not going to be silly buggers. So don't worry about it. 9 times out of 10, if they said they've bought it, they've bought it. So more like 10 times out of 10. I think it's ever happened. But anyway, regardless. And a few things that we've also noticed is with photographs haven't been loading too well in the inbox. So this is happening because the photo files are too large. So it just takes a little bit more time for the photo files. Oh my God, the photos to load, or it can sometimes not even happen. What we've noticed, sometimes in the email, there might be a broken image link. And if you click on that, you'll be able to see the whole image. And sometimes that doesn't work. But just if with photos, you know, just be mindful, send smaller files because that will be more convenient. Also, I know some people are sending photos when the artwork is complete, and rather than when you have finished a commission, instead of sending photos through the chat, like detailed ones, etc., it's probably easier and better and cleaner to create a listing on Bluethumb, and send them the link to that artwork listing. I think it looks a lot more professional. They're able to see a lot more photos. They're able to see the price and the size, the dimensions. They're able to see, and I think as well, there's something really nice about seeing their artwork online and seeing it, you know, on the system, on Bluethumb. It makes it a lot more real and professional. And anyway, so we're saying the best option is when you finish the commission, just upload the listing. Worst case scenario, they do want to take advantage of that round of revisions and they do want a couple of little tweaks. Then all you need to do is just update the photos on the listing. That's, you know, I don't think you're creating too much work for yourself for making it look really nice and clean and professional. So something to think about if you, if that's how you want to finalize your commissions. Okay. What's it? So we do keep a close eye on the commission conversations. And normally if we see you're getting some hard questions or you're not too sure, we will reach out to you we'll reach out to you and try to assist. But if you're not sure or unsure of something, just let us know. Like, we're here to help. We, you know, want to make the experience as easy for you and for the client as possible. So just let us know. Just let us know. We're here. Another thing that came up is a few people wanting to consolidate gift vouchers to purchase one of your works. And for consolidating gift vouchers, because our coupon system only allows for one code, they're only able to enter one voucher. So for something like that, just tell them to email Bluethumb and we'll take care of it for them and consolidate those vouchers for them. So no worries. Beautiful thing. We love chatting to you. Come chat to us. So yeah, okay. And just generally sort of, if there is anything you're unsure about, or you don't know what the best way to sort of work out a deal or anything like that, negotiating, if you're unsure and just want some help, just get in touch with us. Like, we're more than happy to jump on a call and just quickly go over some points with you. Shiraz and I have been doing this for years. Years. We've been doing this for years. And, you know, we're more than happy to share our knowledge and sales knowledge and whatever you want to call it. So yeah, just let us know and we'll chat to you. So in saying all of these things, we know that there's still work needed on the direct chat. And we have 2 updates coming through for you and for the direct chat in sort of the next few weeks' time. So we are building and working on it as we speak and updating it. So it's going to get better and better and better, like everything Bluethumb. Great. So I'm just going to have a quick look. There's lots of questions or lots of hellos. So for those of you that are just joining now, please know I've just got to run through the gallery, the Melbourne gallery, and then I'm going to sign off. So if you do have any questions, get them in now, so then they're not missed. All right. So, wrong tab. I'm lost in tabs. Hang on. Okay, we're good. All right. So the Melbourne gallery was freaking awesome. It was so busy. I'm not sure who noticed, but we did release free tickets for the opening because the space is quite small and we were worried about health and safety and how many people we could fit in and if the floors would fall. We were a bit worried. I was worried. Everyone else was fine. And so that's why we made it a ticketed event so we could have some control over who was coming and also sort of, you know, on the night have, you know, control and I've already said that. But so that's why we made it ticketed to really see who we thought was going to come. And generally speaking, we had to stop it at 300 because it just started going crazy. So we capped it at 300 and then we tried to help, you know, we asked people that weren't able to make it to give up their tickets so that other people that really wanted to come could be there. So as you know, that was capped at 300 and I'm very happy to say 200 of those people came. That's how busy it was. Normally sort of ticketed events, what you can expect, half is pretty good. We had way more than half. So we were all very happy. It was a really great turnout. We had a local celeb come, the Yummy Mummy Jane Scan Dizzo, and I know I've said that wrong, but she's like an Instagram influencer who we've actually started working with recently, and she came and got photos and it was amazing. She was a total babe. Anyway, we sold works on the opening night, which we've all shipped now, and yeah, it was a great night. We sold quite a bit, which we're really happy with. I also want to mention, I was running around, we ran out of glasses at one point. Like, it was just crazy. But I didn't get a chance to chat to everyone, but there was so many artists from the Bluethumb community that came and supported us and supported all the other artists. And I just want to say a huge thank you for everyone that came. Some of you I met for the first time and it was very quick, and I apologize. I hope that we get more time in future. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. I do want to mention that our co-founders, so Ed and George, the brothers, both made speeches on the night that were very, they were great. If you would like to watch them, you just need to go to our Insta stories. We've saved it under gallery launch, so you can go through and watch the lead up, and then also the night. If you came and you posted on your Instagram stories, there's a very good chance it's also on that gallery launch reel. So have a look if you haven't already. But yeah, it was a great night. It was such a good night. Like all the food, the wine, like the people, it was packed. Like one part, you couldn't even walk through at different parts of the night, which is awesome. Okay, I know I'm raving a bit. So, and then following on from this, the opening, it's just been even better. So we've had a great response. We've had at the moment about 2 to 3 walk-ins a day coming to have a look at the gallery, coming to have a look at the art. This is just awesome. Anyway, what I do want to say is that we purchased a touchscreen monitor, so touchscreen computer, and we have it on display constantly downstairs in the front foyer. So people can actually come in, look at the site and flick through and look at more art, because we have so much art, but to look through and see your profiles as well. So, you know, we're covering more bases, and the monitor's been great because people can come in and see it, see that it's online, and then know that they can go home and search even further and get lost in the Bluethumb vortex, which is totally a thing, by the way. So yeah, don't feel like because your work's not hanging in the gallery that you're missing out, because you're not. Like, we've got you covered, don't worry. So yeah, that was kind of like the Melbourne gallery launch. It was really good. Like, you know, if you're you know, not Melbourne based, coming to Melbourne, please come and say hello. We love saying hello. It's so great to finally have a space which is just beautiful and light and airy, and we would love for you, if you missed out, to just come in and say a quick hi if you're passing through the neighbourhood, and have a look at it for yourself, because it's just amazing. It's just amazing. Yeah, so that is all of my rambling today. I'm going to quickly go through the questions and then we're going to sign off. Yeah, so please, if you have questions, get them in now, so they're not missed. Okay, great. So we started off with everyone saying hello, which is so lovely. Sharon said, thanks for the beach seascape, great addition. No worries, Sharon. We're very happy about that too. Everyone's saying hello. Okay, so who's that? I can't read that, sorry. Oh, I moved it. Okay, it just says, I can't see your full name, but it says Cats with a K. And then I'm not too sure. So is the courier price the same framed and unframed? So I think I'm going to answer this as best as I can. I'm not too sure. So maybe you're very new, and the way, so we have a shipping calculator, and it just calculates the dimensions and the weight that you've put in for your artwork listing. Obviously, if it's framed, it would weigh more and be taller or longer. So it would change. But I think, I'm not too sure of your question. So maybe just email help@bluethumb.com.au and I can answer your question, because I think this might be a little bit more specific. Yeah, cool. So everyone says fantastic about the opening. How did sales go on the night from Deb? Good. We sold, which was great. I have recently started a gallery sales tracker, so I don't have that information right now. I'm still catching up on work from a busy couple of weeks, but I think we sold, I think it was about 7 artworks and a sculpture. So we did well. I think it was about 7, but don't count on that. I'm not too sure. But yeah, it was great. It was really good. I think, and with the sales thing is, I think it's a lot of people just coming in and seeing work, just seeing work. Like they might see something from an artist that they like, oh, okay, that's how they paint. Interesting. So with having a space, finally, I feel like it will project a lot more sales. I don't know. Yeah, we're all very new to this, so we're not too sure where it's going to go, but it's going well. Okay. I'm so sorry. For some reason, the names are cut off, but it says and. So it might be Andy or Andrea said, hello, thank you for the session today, Sarah. Have enjoyed this update. Okay, great. Mike, would you consider also sending a CC PDF of the voucher for commissions to the artist? Oh, Mike. Okay. Look, with the gift voucher, it's set up as a gift voucher. So it's not set up as a commission deposit system. And I think I really don't think, if someone says they've bought a gift voucher, they've bought a gift voucher. And if you're not 100% sure, just let us know and we can check. But I don't think that we will be doing something like that. We won't be CCing in artists. The buyer actually has the option to, so they can CC you in when they purchase it. But I think that might complicate things too much, so don't ask them to do that. But yeah, I think the way that it's set up in the document that we have is like guns. Like everyone that's been doing it, it's been working really well. Like we've barely had to intervene. It's just these fiddly little things. But yeah, I would just go with your gut. If you think that I think it's fine. But yeah, if you're not sure, just let me know. Okay, sounds awesome. So Marion said, will there be an opportunity for artists to display work in the gallery? And the answer is yes. Right now, sort of for the next few months, we know we're coming into Christmas, and so we're kind of planning for 2020, and we haven't got that far just yet, but we know that there will be shows here, but they probably won't be as frequent as a normal gallery. But that's probably all I can tell you without getting into details, because I have plans, but I have to run them past people before I can tell you. So yeah, just know that it's something will happen, and that I or someone from the team will let you know as soon as that becomes available. Okay, so Sharon said, when you say framed, I'm assuming still no glass. Yes, I think this might be half a question, but with sending things that are behind glass, artworks that are behind glass, we're not covered for insurance, you're not covered for insurance. So if you send something that is behind glass or made of glass, know that you'll have it's ship at your own risk, because insurance company won't cover glass anything. I think actually having a little think about this, Sharon, sorry. This was going on about the surface materials. So the plastic, cardboard, wood, glass. Yeah. I think that's what you mean. I'm not too sure. Maybe just email me. Sorry. Great. Okay. So Kat again, I was asking if we need to allow for extra shipping costs when working out our framing cost as opposed to unframed. Look, it shouldn't really affect the shipping cost that much. If the weight is more than a few kilos than what you originally predicted for the artwork, it should be fine. But then again, know that it should be pretty similar. I don't think you'd have to worry about it. Yeah, I hope that answers your question. Okay. So Kat said, maybe just email me, Kat. I'm sorry, I think I've made it more confusing for you and me. Great. So Liz, that's all I can see of your name, said, where are you advertising, BT? Used to see a lot of Facebook advertising, but not recently. We are still using our Facebook advertising and Instagram advertising. We have slowly kind of been updating the system, so we show less to artists. So this is probably why you haven't been seeing it. It's because we've been secluding artists, basically Bluethumb artists. So if your Gmail or is linked to your Facebook, it's all very technically complicated. I know I'm going to get it wrong. Probably a better question for Shiraz, but we are still advertising through those channels, and they do very well for us. So I don't see us stopping it anytime in the future. Okay, Lisa Francis Judd, trends at the moment. Seen a push elsewhere for geometrics. Is the most popular size still square 100? Okay, so geometrics. I haven't noticed geometrics. Look, I think you can get trends from anywhere. People are now predicting trends for 2020. So if you do a quick Google search, you can find out what they are. Geometrics, I think, you could say that. I feel like Megan told me the other day that polarizing is now a trend too, which is like orange and blue. So I think you can read anywhere trends, and I think it just depends on who you're kind of marketing it to, or I don't know. Like, I don't know. So yeah, trends at the moment. And the most popular size is still square 100. As far as I know, it is. So in a webinar, maybe a few webinars ago, we let you know that the most common bought size was 100 by 100. And as far as I know, that still is, but we haven't collected, we're constantly collecting data, but we only review it every, quarter. So that could have changed, but I doubt it. Okay, so Dawn, are you going to give all artists that block shop front that you're trialing? Not a question for me, unfortunately, but I think, and I could be wrong, that the block shop, I think we're still trialing it. Like, we're not really sure it's of its worth right now. So I just don't know. I don't know. Sorry, I couldn't be of more help. But it's, yeah. I think the deal with the block shop is kind of getting us more exposure. So it's getting more people familiar with our brand and getting them to look at Bluethumb. So it's not so much to sell through the block shop. I don't think that's probably our main priority. I think it's just to let people know that we exist. So yeah, but again, not across it. I think it's doing okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. And you can drag the chat area wider so that the names show. Thanks, Anne. Sorry, everyone. This is why I normally have Shiraz. He's got my back with this stuff. That's why he was here in the beginning, like helping me through. Okay, great. Cool. So I think that's everything. I'm going to have a look at the time, 1:38. So yeah, I think that's everything. Thank you for bearing with me in this webinar. Again, if you have any questions or something wasn't quite clear or you couldn't get through my mumbling or my ums, just email. I'll be able to answer them today. And yeah, so that was kind of it. If you've got any questions about the gallery, please email. Really love talking about it because it's awesome. And yeah, cool. So I think that's everything. It was so great to have a webinar, and yeah, I think I'm going to go now. All right. Thank you all for coming, and speak to you in hopefully 2 weeks' time. Okay, bye.